Welcome back. We are ready to begin Module 7, Assigning Resources to Tasks, in the Using Open Workbench with Clarity self-paced training course. In this module we have 3 learning objectives. Lesson 1 deals with assigning resources to tasks using views and task properties. Lesson 2 deals with releasing those resources from their task assignments. And Lesson 3, we look at some of the ETC resource hour aspects of the assignments. And then we have a hands-on exercise at the end of the video. This is a relatively short module in time and relatively easy compared to some of the other modules we get into in terms of concepts and the steps that we do. But nonetheless, it is an important module from the standpoint of our overall goal of reaching the point of being able to do project plans using assignment level ETCs. And of course, to do that, we have to do the resource assignments with the ETCs. So this is the first step in achieving a project plan that is based on assignment level ETCs. In this first lesson now, we'll begin the process of assigning resources to tasks, and to do that we'll start in Clarity, and I have the project open that represents our project as it was in the last module. In Module 6 we had worked the project to where we had created a project, we had a staff of roles, we had the WBS added, and then in the last module we did the dependencies. And so I have that project here. I'm going to go to Open in Workbench, click the Go button and open it in Workbench. You'll see it go through the opening process here. And then right now, as I said, as we left it in Module 6, therefore the dependencies are there, and of course they're all showing with the dependency violation. So I'll do like we did in the last module. I'll do a auto schedule and just do it in the step of releasing the dependency violations, and they're all gone, and we can actually see how these are sequenced out. As you note though, the way that Workbench defaults, it defaults to every task being 1 day. So we haven't done any scheduling in this project yet. We have a bunch of tasks, and they are all 1 day in length, and we have identified the tasks and we have sequenced them out properly, but we haven't done the scheduling. We haven't started the scheduling process yet. We're getting there, and to get to that point, the next thing we have to do, of course, is the assign resources to tasks with their ETCs. So now we'll use this plan to demo that process. Now to do this, the first thing we need to do, of course, is to go to the right view, and that is we should go to the planning group and the resource assignment view, and that gives us a view where we can see the results immediately and complete the steps as we make the assignments. Those steps being, we'll do that right now. The first task up here, 1.05, review the business justification, and we're going to assign the project manager to that. So one way to do that using a view is to select the resource or role down at the bottom in this bottom section of the views, which we call the resource summary section. We select it with the role header, and then we grab it with a left click and drag it, and that turns into that envelope, and then we bring it up and we drop it on the task that we want to make the assignment. So in this case, we're making it on review the business justification. We drop it. You see the project manager is now assigned, and now we just need to put in the ETC. In this case, we'll say that's a 1 day task, so we'll say 8 hours of ETC. Then the next one, so let's say that we're going to assign the PM to each of those 3 tasks there. So I can select the PM, bring the PM up to the second one, and then get the PM one more time and bring the PM to the third task, and then go down and make the assignments. And let's say that excuse me, this last one was a, let's see, that's a milestone, so I'm not going to assign anyone. So I am going to release that resource. So I'll go to the task properties and the resource tab, and I'll click on it. And in the upper box that shows the assignment, that's in the top box it shows assigned resources, and down in the bottom box of task properties, it has the project resources. So the list that we can choose from is below, and the assignments are above. And the only way that we can release a resource assignment off a task is using the task property box, doing exactly what I'm doing now, is selecting the assigned task and then clicking the release button, and OK, and now it's gone. Now, we can also assign more than one resource to a task. So we will now assign the business analyst to each of these two tasks. So I'll take the business analyst and I select it, and then I click and drag it up to the first task and drop it in. And now we see that we have two resources assigned to the task, the business analyst and the project manager, and I'll say 8 hours for the business analyst too. And then I'll do that one more time for the business analyst, bring them up and drop the business analyst on the second task. And now we have the business analyst and the project manager assigned to the defined high-level business requirements. And here we'll put in, let's just say 16 hours each on that. So that is one way to do that. And now let me take another look at this. Now I'm going to do the same thing a little more streamlined on the create requirements matrix. And I'm just assigning resources and hours. I'm not really looking at any exercise or anything. I'm just demoing this right now. So in this one, under define, create requirements matrix, I'm going to assign again the business analyst and the project manager, but rather than doing them one at a time, I'm going to do them all in one step. And to do that, I have to do the same thing in terms of selecting their role headers. So the business analyst, and I'm going to control click it this time. I'll control click the business analyst selector box, and then the same thing for the project manager. And now I have, and I'm holding down on the control key, and I now will go up to the business analyst. It turns into something that I can now move, and I'll bring it up and drop it. And let's see, did that go? And let me try it one more time. I think I'm all thumbs here. We'll do it again. I'll select the business analyst, I'll select the project manager, I'll let go of the control key, press down, hold on the business analyst, and you see the envelope coming up, and then drop it and it goes in. So there's the difference if you've got to let go of the control key once you have them selected. We'll do that again on design function 1, define function 1, and in that I will put both business analysts in there. So I'll control hit the selector for the business analyst 1, keep the control key pressed, then hit the select the business analyst 2, let go of the control key, and then drag up with the left key to drag it, and on function 1 drop it, and they both go in. And then of course you can just come in and put the hours in. Let's say that these are 20 each and 20 each, and then let's say the define function is 30 each. Okay, so now we have we've done a single resource up, dragging it up, and a group of resources dragging them up to a task. So those are the ways to do this in the spreadsheet. Now the next way is in a task properties box. And so on define function 2, I'm going to go in and bring up the task properties and go to the resources. And here on this one, I'm going to do just like the last one. I'll say the business analyst, and I'll assign. So I'll select the business analyst, and I'm in the bottom section, which is project resources. This resource list, of course, is coming from the project team in the Clarity Teams tab. And so I picked business analyst and assign key, and then pick the business analyst 2 assign key, and you see in the top box the assignment now is made for those two. I have to say okay for it to happen, and now we have those two there. So that's it, and then we can say maybe this one is 20. So that's using using the task properties. Now I can do one more thing with resource properties, and that is I could take all of these tasks here and just take the 4 tasks and make a single resource assignment to all of them, or a set of resource assignments. So when I click the task properties box, so it didn't stay that time, so I gotta select them, control select them, and drag through. And I'm going to, what I have to do now in this one, it's going to be a multiple select. So I'm going to right click on the, in the black area, right click, get the shortcut menu, and here I can go to assignments. And that brings up a task properties multiple selections. And so it's not for a single task, it's for 4 tasks here. And then I can make the assignments from below here. And I can make more than one, or one to just all those. So if I just make, I could make, for example, 3 of them and assign them all at once. I just control click those, assign, and they all go in, and it's okay. And now I've made the 3 to each of these tasks. The 3